Well, Four Loko is actually the drink of choice tonight, so you know this is going to be a short rant because that shit can mess you up. But that's not the point. The point of this video is that not all of New York State is New York City. Now, whenever you tell somebody you are from New York, whether it be on Xbox Live, on an internet forum, whatever, they honestly think, oh, are you in Brooklyn, Manhattan, the Queens, the Bronx, blah, blah, blah. No. There's a lot more to New York than just that city down there, and I honestly wish that city would cut its fucking self into the ocean. But that's besides the point of this video. The point of this video is, we in upstate New York are not in New York City, thank fuck. Okay? Why thank fuck? Because New York City has draconian New York City has draconian gun laws. New York City is the California of New York, as I would like to put it. Okay, you know we have the bullshit assault weapons ban here in New York, where you can't have two or more evil features on an assault weapon. Like my AR, it has a pistol grip, therefore it can't have an adjustable stock. It can't have a bayonet lug and other nonsense. New York City, no AR-type rifles. If it looks like an AR, it's banned. No AK-type rifles. If it looks like an AK, it's banned. 5-round magazine limit with no pre-bans involved when you're talking about rifles. I believe it's 10 for pistols. I'm not 100% sure on that. No pre-bans involved. I can have 30-round mags, and I plan on getting a 33-round mag for my Glock, as long as it's made before September 13th, 1994. None of that in New York City. New York City, you can't paint your guns certain colors because they might be misconstrued for fake guns. I will never understand that fake real gun debate. You know, you gotta paint orange tips on the guns. You gotta have clear airsoft guns. You gotta have orange tips on your airsoft guns. You have to not paint guns certain colors. I will never understand that debate for the simple fucking reason of, if I'm a cop and I see somebody go like this in the middle of a fucking street in New York City, they're going to get shot. Okay? Because it's quite simple. I happen to have pulled out my Spyderco Paramilitary 2, but it does not matter, because if you make a gesture like that, a quick gesture, and then point anything, be it a fucking gun, a knife, a banana, a Bible, or a fucking pair of dice at a cop in New York City, or anywhere, you should be shot. How fucking stupid can you be? But that in mind, the having to make airsoft guns clear and having to put orange tips on them and this other shit is nonsense. Because if you make a drawing gesture on a policeman, you deserve to be shot. Period. End of story. So I don't think we need stupid-ass regulations like orange tips on our guns and clear guns and shit like that. But in New York City, you can't even have real firearms in certain colors because they might be misconstrued as fake weapons. New York City, the only place in America that you need a license to own a long gun. And it's an expensive fucking license. It's like $150, I believe, to get a license to own a long gun in New York City. How in the Mother Teresa Holy Josephine flying fuck? That is not a brutal violation of the Second Amendment. I will never understand. The way they get away with it in upstate New York with the pistol permits is they say, well, we haven't really violated your right to bear arms because you can still have long guns, you know what I'm saying? You can still have long guns, you know what I'm saying? How the fuck they get away with a license for long guns in New York City is fucking mind-boggling. How the fuck they get away with a concealed carry permit like the one I have in New York State is not valid in New York City is mind-fucking-boggling. It's a city-state, ruled by Adolf Bloomberg himself, and he's just fucking completely out of his fucking mind. He is crazier than fucking everybody in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Adolf Bloomberg is completely out of his fucking mind. But beyond that, the point of this video is, I don't live in New York City. New York City is the California of New York. Okay, so some people will say, like, oh, I didn't know you could have that in New York, like a pistol grip shotgun. I believe you cannot have a pistol grip shotgun in New York City. And by pistol grip, I mean a pistol grip, not pistol grip and stock and stuff like that. I believe it is illegal to have a pistol grip stock shotgun in New York City. It's definitely illegal to have my Mossberg 590 in there because it has a magazine capacity over 5 rounds. But I believe it is completely illegal to have a pistol grip shotgun in New York City. There's also a big laundry list of fucking guns that you simply cannot have in New York City. But don't get confused. I don't fucking live in New York City. New York City is again, the California of fucking New York. I fucking thank fuck I don't live in New York City. In New York City, I believe it's actually illegal to have pepper spray. It's actually illegal to possess pepper spray in New York City. What dumb fuck, and by dumb fuck, of course, I mean Adolf Bloomberg, came up with that is out of his fucking mind. Give me this. You do know that you do fucking understand that they invented pepper spray as a non-lethal means of self-defense, right? That is what they invented it for, right? You do understand that, correct? Why exactly is that illegal in New York City? I couldn't fucking even begin to tell you. But like I said, it's the only it's the only place in the entire fucking United States that you need a license to have a long gun, and if you want a pistol, fuck you. You're gonna be paying through the fucking nose. I believe in New York City, I believe it's $350 to get a premise permit for your fucking pistol. Premise means maybe you can take it to the range. I'm not sure about how that goes. Fucking forget carrying it. I have a carry permit for upstate New York. I can conceal carry. Forget fucking carrying it in New York City. You'd have a better chance of getting blood from a fucking rock. Not gonna happen unless you have money. If you have money, Bill Cosby, you know, Bill Cosby, oh, got the wiggly jiggly jillo, I watch the jigglers go down as I'm listening to elevator music, has a carry permit in New York City. And he's a big anti-gun folk. You'll notice that a lot. If somebody's very anti-gun, they'll have a carry permit in New York City. I believe that Rosie O'Donnell and her fat fucking face has guards that actually have a carry permit in New York City. Because, of course, it's not that they don't want guns. They just don't want guns for you. They want guns for themselves. But again, the main purpose of this video, as I mentioned, is I don't live in New York City. Thank fuck. Be thankful that I don't live in New York City. So if anybody says, oh, I thought you couldn't have pistol grip shotguns in New York, they're probably getting that fucking information from New York City. Oh, I thought you couldn't have mags over 10 rounds. They're probably getting that information from New York City. We can have mags over 10 rounds as long as they're made before September 13th, 1994. I have many 30-round mags for my AR. I plan on getting a 33-round mag for my Glock 26. And I will openly admit that because it's not illegal. The penal code is very specific on that. It's only illegal if it's made after September 13th, 1994. In New York City, any magazine over 5 rounds for a rifle or shotgun is completely illegal, and over 10 rounds for a pistol, I believe that's what the regulation is illegal. Doesn't matter when it was made. So, again, when you live in New York and you don't live in New York City, it's like living in Tennessee and not living in California. It really is. You know, because I'm a member of New York Firearms, and when you read people from New York City, what they have to go through even to get a fucking rifle, and every rifle is registered in New York City, when you read what they have to go through to get a rifle, not only the process, but the fact that it costs more in New York City. The fucking stores and the ammo price, the stores' ammo prices and gun prices are fucking higher than everywhere else. When you read it, you're like, God damn, thank God I don't live there. So everybody, you know, is out there standing on their high horse that they don't live in New York, and I congratulate you that you do. Thank God you don't live in fucking New York. You don't want any of this. But I, in New York, also look down upon people in New York City saying, fucking thank God I don't live there. So again, the main point of this video, New York is not New York City. New York State is not New York City. Remember that. If anybody would like to ask me a question about that coming up. And that's about it. That is my little rant for today. Just a short thing, something that me and my friend have been throwing back and forth. You know, I didn't know you could have this, I didn't know you could have that. And I always have to correct me. That's New York City where you can't have that. That's New York City, city. No. New York State is 5,000 times better than New York City, even though it fucking still sucks. It's not even on the same playing field. You should really, if you're interested in this stuff, because I've mentioned it, look up some of the gun laws in New York City. You will shit your pants when you realize some of the regulations that they have down there. I bet you didn't realize there was a place in America where you actually had to get a license to own a long gun. By the way, a misconception, in upstate New York, no license to own a long gun. You just turn 18, you go to the store, bring a driver's license, that's it. Nothing to do with that. I know it's fucked up with pistols, I understand that, but with long guns, no license. Again, the only place in America where you need a license to own, and I'm not talking about a firearms ID card like they have in New Jersey and Illinois and shit like that. It's not really a license, blah blah blah. You can play that card all you would like. I'm talking about an actual license that you have to get references and you have to fucking pay a fee for. The only place you have to get a license for a long gun, and you do not have a right to bear arms. How the fuck this isn't being attacked by the NRA? Wink, wink, wink. Why don't I support the NRA? Wink, wink, wink. Why the fuck isn't this completely being attacked by the NRA as a blatant violation of the Second Amendment? I don't know. Is New York City. But again, that's it. New York State is not New York City. In both contexts, like, hey, I live in New York. Oh, wow, do you live in Brooklyn? No. And, hey, I didn't think you could have this and that in New York. Well, I don't live in New York City. And that's about it. Thank you for watching, and stay out of New York City. Please, just don't go there.